Greetings, visionaries. This is your host, the INFJ Visionary. When I was going to have a bit of a different topic today, but I was having my lunch and oh, YouTube was throwing me a bunch of INFJ videos because, I kind of monitor this channel there. And yeah, it was a really good video. I don't recall the name of the channel. Way bigger than I mean, it's not hard to be bigger than this channel, and that's fine. I'm just here for the people that need to hear whatever this particular INFJ is putting down. Yeah, or want to hear that. But the topic of their video was like when they, don't mess with the INFJ. And I thought, well, why not? I'll listen to this. Now, one thing I don't like about a lot of these modern INFJ videos, it's called B-roll, okay? And B-roll is like you go to one of these stock photography places, or you sign up for, a place that gives you thousands and thousands of hours of video footage, so you can have something playing as you're talking, which is, why is that? That's not offensive, is it? Visionary? Well, it distracts me, it annoys me, and it gives the proceedings kind of this commercial fakey tarnish that I don't care for. So you see my approach. I have a generated image here, which I've messed with it a little bit, but there it is. Something to look at as we're talking, and that's good. I think the B-roll is too distracting. But getting into what this channel is saying about don't mess with the INFJ. Well, okay, it made a lot of fantastic points. I'll be very honest with you. I can't criticize anything it was saying. First of all, they pointed out that we are absorbing, cataloging, and in a way, um, meticulously documenting the emotional behaviors of everyone around us in great amounts of detail. And the thing is, we can do this unconsciously, or I don't like that term unconscious. We can do this at a level just below the threshold of our conscious mind. So we can access and pull up this information if we need it. But basically, it's a function, a collaboration between the NI and the FE, the extroverted feeling. There's a constant stream of extroverted information coming in, which is cataloged and basically shoved into the giant abysmal matrix of an I, and can be called up. So, not a good person to mess with. Somebody that's been, quietly cataloging not just your own emotional motivations and things you do, but everyone around, everyone else that could even be potentially involved in the situation. And so we like peace, though, us INFJs, isn't that right? We do. We don't have, most of us don't have any evil intent towards anyone. We just want to be, we don't really want to be 100% left alone, but mostly left alone. If you're not going to leave us alone, then be nice to us. And we as this video was pointing out, we give people lots of chances, and that's the kind of person that I want to be. I want to be a person that gives people almost infinite chances. And then, you got the door slam thing, which we'll talk about again later. I think we have a video where we covered that a bit. But getting back to why you don't want to mess with us. Well, once you have pushed us past that, okay, you're fine, and I understand why you're messed up, and I understand why you're making life uncomfortable for me, and all of those things. Once we get past this, once you pushed us to the point of like, okay, you're messing with me, I don't like this, I'm starting not to like you, and if you keep messing with me, I'm going to make things hot for you. And what we can do is obviously, since we have the entire emotional landscape completely cataloged and mapped out, should we decide that somebody is a problem, we can surreptitiously start messing them up, and I hate to say it, I've done it a few times, mostly, and I'm going to get to another point at the later part of this video, but let's just talk about say you're a bit of a younger INFJ, or you're still figuring things out, and so people are a problem. But the actually, let's just get into it now. What what trumps that? What is better than that? What's bigger than that? Is that you have used your ability to map out the emotional landscape around you so completely that no one ever even gets a chance. They don't get a chance. Now, the problem with that, of course, is it's isolating. It is. And we've talked about that in other broadcasts, and we'll keep talking about that because I think of all the types, I think we are the most isolated and alone in many ways. Because you have types that are less connected to people, and so they don't miss the emotional stimulation as much as we do if it's not around. We need something going on, and um, yeah, so don't mess with us. And the other thing, I did a whole video, and it ended up the audio wasn't recording, so it wasn't meant to be. But we'll use the second half of this broadcast to talk about it. I went out to it's an opening, right? And I don't really like to even leave the house, especially at night. Some people say, "Oh, you never leave the house, especially at night." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I will, but I don't like to." And because everything that is going to be satisfying to me, intellectually stimulating to me, um, the whole bit is pretty much here in my environment. I don't have much reason to go out, but you do have to, and we're going to talk about why I think that's a good thing as well, especially if you have problems with it, right? No one's ever going to get any. No one's ever going to spiritually evolve by. If you're an INFJ, you're not going to spiritually evolve by improving your ability to intuit things. Come on, that's the water you're swimming in. That's easy for you. There's a couple ways you can improve yourself, and that's generally through your extroverted function. It's well known. I'm not the discoverer of this information, but in a sense, I am personally the discoverer. Um, so yeah, anyway, I went to this opening, and my strategy is to go early and leave early always. And also, I'm getting a bit older. You couldn't tell it looking at me, but yeah, you can in a sense because I don't look young, but I don't look my age either. And so the hearing gets a little weird in certain environments with crowds and crowded restaurants, and I kind of hear this wah wah wah. That's another reason just to leave. But I could have hung out outside or whatever. But it's just okay. Here's my strategy. If you're gonna go to a party, first of all, I don't like any kind of party. I'm not going because I enjoy it. That's a given. Okay. But obviously, if you got to go, you're probably doing the same thing I do. You just find someone to talk to, and you can talk to anyone, can't you? You really can. And if you can't, here's a quick lesson for you. You just ask them questions about themselves. Oh, where are you from? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I heard of that place. What's that like? Oh, okay, yeah, so what'd you do there? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I heard of that too. You get it? And people love to talk about themselves and their own experience. It's one thing they know. Just like the old visionary here. He's basically not giving you a lot of like upfront personal stuff, but it's all just a layer beyond because it's all my lived experience. Yeah. Anyway, I left very early and probably too early, but I made an appearance, and the friends of mine there that might have missed me, they would have known. Oh, well, we were lucky to see him at all. Getting to my point, so you might go, oh yeah, so you don't like going to those things, visionary, me either, so it's good we don't. But really, you should, okay? Because this gets back to the point I was making earlier. The way to self-development is through exercising your extroverted functions, right? Now, that party's never going to be that comfortable for you, and one point I made in the video that didn't end up getting recorded was, I would end up having an extra drink or two a lot of times to deal with it, and that's a double-edged sword. You don't need that. We'll talk about that again later. But get out there and at least make an effort because you'll at least remember that night. Oh yeah, that's the night I left the house. Anyway, that's it for this broadcast. Hopefully, you got something from listening to your mate, the old visionary here. And God bless you, INFJ. Just keep on keeping at it.